welcome to Miss Martin Muses on this sixth day of Christmas. Merry Christmas, one and all. I hope you and yours are all doing well. I figured since for many of you, you are finished now with your Christmas family festivities and maybe have some amusing tales of Christmas. Don't we all? Don't we all? Now, there will be spoiler alerts. That is, if you believe in Santa Claus, well, I've got a sad story for you. All right. So if you're going to be disillusioned, or if there are little pictures in the house, those of you especially watching on the replay, please be certain to not let them listen. So in any case, let's tell some amusing tales of Christmas. Now, real and fiction, because as we all know that there are some of the best and funniest tales of Christmas are the ones that are the Christmas movies that we enjoy. I have many of them, and of course, I will be happy to share them with you. But hello, all of you coming in. Thank you for being here. It is a Dega Outlaw. Hello, hello. Yes, especially since I was talking about all the trauma of Christmas, I decided let's talk about the amusing ones. So, a Dega Outlaw, please share if you do have an amusing tale of Christmas. Let me put this up here. What amusing tale do you have about Christmas? Please go ahead and share it, something from your childhood or otherwise. I did ask my mother before I came on here live, and I said, Mother, do you have one? And apparently, there was a Christmas where everyone was at our home, one of those times. We've all been there where, all the kids are in their sleeping bags, adults are in various beds, we're all piled all on top of each other. This was back in the day before we all apparently had to have hotels and where we shared things and wore hand-me-downs, the good old days. And somebody got the flu. Then everyone got the flu. So it was like that scene in, what was it, Stand By Me? Everyone was hurling left and right. Now, I do recall this. Yes, I do. Very vaguely. I think I was about 5. It was before we went to Ireland, so I definitely was a very small little thing. So yeah, so our Christmas was basically everyone lying around hurling. I don't know if that's amusing. It's amusing now. Apparently it was not amusing when it happened. And because everyone was sick, my mom says that she went over to my uncle's house and, or rather my dad, and he just like dumped a bunch of presents for his nephews, my cousins, on the porch and then ran away because no one wanted to be around a bunch of sick people. So I don't know if that's funny, but that's what the only thing my mother could come up with when she was talking about amusing tales of Christmas. I dig it. Outlaw says, no amusing things. Mine have always been tame. Oh, well, tame is better than trauma. Let me see. I'm going to choose a goal. It will be a modest one. I like this kind of goal thing because I think it helps all of us keep track, and it reminds me that I need to be kind to my chat. So everyone gets a rose. Yes, they do, precious. So if you do not have an amusing tale, you of course might tell a tale. I will not say no to it. Go ahead and share what your Christmas was like this year. My Christmas this year was really, really dull, but fun. I woke up, I read out on the balcony, I had a lot of coffee, I prayed the Liturgy of the Hours, because I do that, and then we just hung out and were very casual. I took a nap, I went out on the beach. Then we had Christmas dinner, which was German food. We had Sauerbraten, and me and my mom made ourselves Wiener Schnitzel for my brother. And then we watched, what was it? The Santa Claus. My brother chose that movie, so that's what we all watched together as a family. So that's what we did at Christmas. We didn't really have many presents because kind of at our age, if we want something, we kind of buy them ourselves. I did get some Blue Lagoon Iceland face products like cream and masks and shampoo, all those nice things that smell nice. I also got what else did I get? Oh, I got a Hobbit keychain from the niece and the nephew. That was very nice. The My sister got me a little bell Christmas tree, so I actually cheated and put it up when she gave it to me. It was before I came to Florida. So my Christmas tree did go up in my home about a week before Christmas, but the world won't end. And then, well, that's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much it. But that's fine because, it's always the thought that counts. Some gift cards. Yes. So please also share what you got for Christmas if you are so inclined. Now, of course, some of the fictional amusing tales go along with A Christmas Story. They do the 24 hours of A Christmas Story on TBS. They've been doing it for 20 years. I remember in the 90s watching them back in the late 90s. And even to this day, some of those stories just crack me up so much. Like, the whole, of course, you'll shoot your eye out. But the part that I relate to is when you see the dad fixing things down in the basement when the boiler or something starts smoking, and you just hear like this, and then the narration is, and my dad let loose a string of profanities, because that's where we all basically heard her first bad words. And it was usually with that. I know with my dad, it was those kind of situations in the house or when we were driving. And so when he said the fudge, and he's like, "Where did you hear that?" The mom's, "Where did you hear that?" He's like, "I heard my old man say that a lot, all the time." So that's usually where we quote unquote hear it. So that always cracks me up every year. So Christmas Story never gets old. Now there were some amusing, funny parts in the Santa Claus. Not a lot. I mean, it wasn't like the greatest movie ever, but why not? I watched it originally back in the 90s. I haven't rewatched it until now. It was my mother's time watching it for the first time, and I think probably my dad's, because my dad hates those movies anyways. So, well, trying to think, because I did laugh. I did laugh indeed, but I can't remember. So I guess it was so funny I can't remember it. Well, I guess it was kind of funny, some of the parts where he really hated the in-law. I think that was some of the funnier parts. And, where he, no matter what, he just kept getting fat and just looked so weird. That was amusing. But, uh, I probably wouldn't watch again. We watched the red one. We watched that one also. It was fun, or red one, rather. I think part of the one of the most amusing parts that I recall from it was when he was, the Santa Claus was just like this big buff guy, and I don't know, and they're just kicking ass. I don't know. For some reason, that was just really amusing. The idea that they have these secret servicemen, and that the way they also used Grilla, the scary troll from Iceland, and Krampus as well. Those were kind of amusing parts. It was a good movie. I would recommend it. Red one was good. Okay, Adiga Outlaw says, I have made it a point to watch every version of A Christmas Carol or Scrooge. Oh my goodness gracious. I've come to the conclusion that the number one is the 1951 Scrooge. Number two might just be the low budget indie not long ago. Oh, I am not sure which one that is, but please do share which one that is. I have not seen it. I recently rewatched the Muppet Christmas Carol, which was surprisingly faithful and very beautiful and very true to the spirit of Christmas, I thought, and to the original Charles Dickens work. I think that Michael Caine did a fantastic job. He did a very good job in that movie. I like the musical. I forget which one that is. Was it Albert Finney? that did the musical? That's quite possibly the one that it is. And then there's also the one with George C. Scott, I know a lot of people like. What do you think of the one with Patrick Stewart? Are you a fan of that, Adega Outlaw? Please let me know. And are there any others? Oh, there was kind of the atrocious one. Did you see the one where they tried to modernize it? That is, it was still set in the 19th century, but Scrooge was really a bad person. Really bad. I think it had Bill Nye in it, and that was just disturbing. Oh, it is a thumbs down on Patrick Stewart. Okay. I think I've only seen that one once. Oh, there was one that I thought was good. It had, oh my gosh, it had Rick Schroeder in it, and it had, oh my gosh, he's such a famous actor, I can't even remember his name. He's that famous. The guy that was in City Slickers, and he ended up winning the Oscar again. He's so amazingly famous, I can't remember. It it got the best supporting actor for help me out with the actor there. But in any case, it Jack Palance, that's his name, Jack Palance. And it was set in the West. So it was a Christmas Carol, but as told in a Wild West town in the 19th century. And I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It was really good and it's definitely worth watching. Yeah. Wow. Imagine. Was it wrong with the Patrick Stewart one because it was a bad script or what? Okay. And Adiga Outlaw says George C. Scott in the top five. Yes. Adiga Outlaw says the silent version was real good, but only 30 minutes. They cut a lot out. Ah, well, yeah, they had to do that a lot with silent movies back in the day. There's Mickey's Christmas Carol. Let me see. There is, well, Scrooged. That's one of my favorite ones besides the besides the western one. That was one of my favorite versions of the different kind of um twists, if you will, on A Christmas Carol. Let me see if I can find the actual name of that one. It was so good that I actually bought it, the one with Jack Palance. But um yeah, that's, did you see The Man That Invented Christmas, Adega Outlaw? I know that there are some people that said that that's really, really good, that it has a very heartwarming tale of how Charles Dickens put it all together. Now, I'm not entirely certain that that is the accurate version of it, but it sounds really nice. Dig Outlaw says the silent version. Oh, wait, I already got that. Okay, thank you. I should be getting this soon. Oh my gosh, he was in Prancer Returns? Jack Palance toward the end? Hmm. My goodness gracious, he got around. I mean, he had a, well, he was 89 years old when he died. See, he was in Sarah Plain and Ebenezer. That was the name of it. It was called Ebenezer. So everyone, if you have not seen Ebenezer, I would recommend that for A Christmas Carol. And it is ancient one. Welcome to Miss Martin Muse's Castle of Roses. Check her out here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, and hug that like button. Yes, do please. Thank you for being here. Missed that one. I need to see it. Yeah. Yep, called Ebenezer, 1998. Good stuff. So, 2 thumbs up. Another amusing tales I've said, Scrooged. Scrooge still makes me laugh my rear end off. I mean, it sounds horrible, but when he says, "Have you tried antlers?" I must admit I chuckle, and I still chuckle to this day. I also like the way it kind of has a bit of a happy ending where he gets together with the love of his life, Karen Allen, at the end. So, yes. Now, another amusing tale of Christmas that's not real fiction is Elf. I love Elf. I at first was reluctant to watch it, but my sister was like, "No, no, no, watch it," and the kids like to watch it, so we all watched it together, and I laughed. I must admit, I laughed, I laughed, I laughed. The whole thing, you sit on a throne of lies. It's like, he's not real. It's not Santa. And he pulls off his beard. The whole part where he's with his stepbrother and they're doing the snowball fight, and he just starts throwing them real fast like it's a machine gun. I don't know. That really cracks me up. So that's a funny one. And also the whole I love you. Yeah, it's very cute. Ancient One says, "Hello, Miss Martin. Is everyone surprised to take notice you're hosting around this hour?" Yes, I usually am not. But well, this is just the way things are, especially where I am located at present. It makes my life a lot easier to be streaming now, though. My New Year's resolution, one of them is that I am going to be doing more regular streams. Hopefully, life will be accommodating to that. I will also be working on doing my weekly Friday videos. I am going to be more faithful to that and get them done ahead of time. So in case something inopportune happens, I will have something for you all, because I do like this channel and I have had some requests, so I want to honor that. So I want to thank you. And I might be looking into channel memberships this year. We shall see how that works. Yeah. Well, something that's always amusing for me are the Hallmark Christmas special things. Now, Hallmark's doing it right. They know it's still Christmas. There's 12 days of Christmas. I'm going to be Catholic explaining the 12 days of Christmas for Sunday. This Sunday, I want to bring back Catholic explaining, though they will likely be videos and premieres. But yes, 12 days of Christmas. We are only halfway through. So keep partying, everyone. But the Hallmark things are so dumb, they're funny. You could just predict them. They're like soap operas, but I love them. So yes, Hallmark Christmas movies are definitely amusing. Yeah, is there anything else about Elf? But just Elf, I just kind of laugh the whole time through it. There's so many things that are quotable in it, and some of the humor. Now, there was a movie that we indulged my mother with. She likes to watch Ernest Saves Christmas. Now, I know Ernest can be a very annoying person, and there's many parts that I can't stand with him, but oh my gosh, it was so charming. And the way the Ernest Saves Christmas, the whole premise of it is he accidentally steals the sack. Well, he doesn't steal the sack. Santa leaves the sack in his cab. It's a whole ridiculous story. But at the end, there's elves and they're trying to get the sleigh to the new Santa. And Ernest is a terrible driver. I know it doesn't come off funny, but you just can't help but laugh. And then there's one really funny part where they're like on top of the earth and he's like, nobody moves, nobody dies. Yes, so that definitely cracks me up. So Ernest Saves Christmas is another amusing tale of Christmas. And of course, if anyone has any funny stories that they want to share, please go ahead and do so. Die Hard. I know a lot of people want to say that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, but the way I look at Christmas movies is, if you feel like it's a Christmas movie, it's a Christmas movie. I mean, it is set at Christmas and it has a lot of the elements that make things just very heartwarming. There's just so many positive things in that and things that just make you laugh. I mean, I probably shouldn't laugh at the part where he's trying to get the attention of the driver, the cop, Al. And it's Al's driving around. It's like, who's driving? Stevie Wonder. And I'm like, that's terrible, but I'm laughing. And then as he's starting to drive off, he's like, no, 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 no. And so he just takes the dead body and throws it off the building, and so it lands on there. And the whole welcome to the party, pal. And that's friggin' hilarious. And it's very heartwarming at the end when the lady, she punches a reporter in the face. Everybody loves that. So there's many things that make you laugh. Now, another thing that I would argue is a Christmas tale, an amusing Christmas tale, is what goes along with Lethal Weapon, the first Lethal Weapon. and the part where the guy is on top of the building and they're trying to talk him down, and he handcuffs himself to the dude, and the guy who's wanting to jump is screaming, "Get away from me, you're crazy." And then he makes him jump. And then the guy's like, "This guy's insane." He's running to get away, and he totally forgets that what he was planning to do. So Lethal Weapon definitely has a lot of amusing tales. It is lemon pie. Hello, we love lemon pie here at Miss Martin Muses. Good evening, Miss Martin. Good evening. Thank you for being here. We had a lemon meringue pie, not just at Thanksgiving, but also at Christmas time. We had a little one because not everyone likes it. We also had a bûche de Noël. So happy 6th day of Christmas, 6 geese a laying. We had 5 golden rings yesterday. What is even today? Today is, let's see, yesterday was the Holy Family. Oh wait, the 6th day is just a 6th day within the octave of Christmas. So yay, we're still in the octave. Lemon pie, I'm more like a custard than a meringue. Ah, well, I can accept custard as well. We endorse custard and Miss Martin Muses for sure. If you have any amusing tale of Christmas, please go ahead and share it. Mine was a little bit tame, but that was the funniest one I can come up with. Maybe some of the amusing things was what I didn't know, and this is what I wanted to warn if anyone's listening with little people, is I was a firm believer in Christmas, and when I was 8 years old, I still believed when I was 8. I was doubting when I was 9, and then by the time I got into 4th grade, I'm like, "Oh yeah, this isn't real." But he ate the cookies and he left me a letter, and I was so serious. I have this on video. I am so seriously reading this letter from Santa and how Rudolph liked the carrot and everything. And then I realized later on everyone was laughing at me. It's like, "Carrie, they're all gonna laugh at you." I learned that everyone was in on it. Everyone. But what can I say? I believed. Ancient One. Hey there. Oh, hello. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Yes. We're all happy people here at Miss Martin Muses. And of course, if there is something that you would like to see here at Miss Martin Muses in 2025, I will be happy to oblige. We are going to be talking about the books that we have read in 2024. I made it to 35 this year, not as high as last year. I made it all the way to 50. And this year, my goal will be 20 books because I am reading the Wheel of Time. I've got 12 books left of it. I only read the first 2. I was going to finish them all in 2024, and things happened and other series came up that distracted me, and like, no more distractions. The only books I am going to read in my hand series is going to be The Wheel of Time. However, if I listen to some books on Audible, I will allow myself that, because if I am listening to a book, it's because I'm in the car and I will not be reading. So I am going to finish The Wheel of Time. I am going to begin The Dragon Reborn probably tomorrow. Kind of get maybe a little bit of a head start on it, but gosh, I loved The Great Hunt. It was so good. Everyone's saying hello to each other here at Miss Martin Muses. So yes, that is going to be my goal. So we're going to be talking about books. Also, my January challenge is here. I posted it on Twitter, but if you want to participate, I should actually be posting something about it. I do have a thumbnail, which this year the theme is action films. So only 10 of them. Last time I had 15, didn't quite that can seem like a lot, because I want it to be a bit of a casual celebration, but not necessarily I don't want it to be a burden on anyone, but I want some people to be happy, because if you really think about it, nothing's going on in January as far as these challenges. We don't have, we don't have Valentine's Day. We are not having Easter. What do you do in January? Well, we can do action movies. So themes are Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Bruce Willis, Jason Statham, martial arts, a comedy, sci-fi, female lead, 70s and 90s. 10 movies. You can do it. You can do it, and I will eventually be sharing it here on my YouTube. Actually, I need to make a community post. So please, if you would like to enjoy, they do not necessarily have to be in order. You just have to get 10 of them. And we will be doing a video on at the end of the month. Last year it was Westerns. So good times. So remember, please share if you yourself have an amusing tale of Christmas. Let me see. Anyone see Love Actually? That's not amusing. Actually, that movie is completely disturbing. The best part of Love Actually for me is it's the pitch meeting of Love Actually. Cuz it's a disturbing movie. I don't know why anyone thinks that that is heartwarming. Everyone is horrible in it. They're stalkers and it's really actually kind of depressing. So no, that is not an amusing tale. It is maybe amusing that people like it. And I hope there's not a bunch of Love Actually fans in the chat that I'm upsetting. It's the only movie with Alan Rickman I don't like. Oh gosh, I love Alan Rickman. May he rest in peace. Some people say that Harry Potter is like a Christmas movie because of, especially the first one, the Christmas trees, the whole happy Christmas. It has a little bit of a Christmassy feel, very magical. I like to watch them in November. That's when I tend to rewatch them. Fellowship of the Ring is a good one to watch at Christmas time too. I mean, technically, when the Fellowship leaves, it is Christmas tide, so follows the liturgical season. Why not? But of course, a lot of those movies have an association with Christmas because they were released at Christmas time. So for 3 years, you were looking forward to Christmas because it was Christmas, but also because you couldn't wait to see the next Lord of the Rings movie. Not perfect movies as far as adaptations of Tolkien's work, but very superb and amazing movies in of themselves. So, yeah. Peter Jackson has not been so great since then. He had The Hobbit, many, many terrible things about The Hobbit, many good things in The Hobbit. The Hobbit's like a Jekyll and Hyde movie series. Oh dear. So we had Elf, we had A Christmas Story, we had Scrooged. We talked about many other versions of A Christmas Carol. We talked about real life stories where all my family was sick and it was weird. We talked about where my family was all gaslighting me and for somehow we all thought it was okay. But then I did the exact same thing with my nieces and nephews back in the day. So what can I say? The original Lord of the Rings movie says lemon pie are great. Yes, they are. Yeah, they are great movies. Great movies. I think, though, that sometimes with the Rings of Power stuff that has been going on, that people try to say that Peter Jackson was always completely faithful or maybe didn't do some of the things. And it's like, yes, he did. There were some things in the Lord of the Rings movies that are and continue to this day to be problematic. But I think we accept the Lord of the Rings movies because overall he did not put his own personal agenda into the Lord of the Rings movies. And they are objectively fantastic movies. Objectively so. Alrighty. Well, I wanted to check in with you all because it had been a week and I want to start doing better and maybe do more musings and more things that we can talk about together. So, last call. If there are any other amusing tales of Christmas that you would like to share or any of your favorite movies, speak now or forever hold your peace. I think that I've pretty much said them all. Little Women. I think of Little Women, which has some very funny moments as a Christmas movie because I remember it came out on Christmas Day of 1995. Loved that movie. Thought it was great. Very sad. It's always very sad when when Beth dies. Oh gosh. But a lot of heartwarming things and Christmas scenes, and you're seeing them being all cold with their hot chocolate and their coffee when they give away their Christmas breakfast to the Hummel family. I think their names were the Hummels, the German family. Okay, we got the original Lord of the Rings movie. So yes, it's always good. Oh, I did get Outlaw said never saw that one. Ah, well, maybe give that a go. Maybe give that a go. You might like it. Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. I could say that that's a Christmas movie in many ways and definitely very amusing. But yes. Alrighty. Well, once again, thank you everyone for checking in with me. And the Dig It Outlaw, we had lemon pie, we had ancient one, and we had some people in the background. So maybe keep up that Christmas cheer and remember it's still Christmas if you want it to be. And keep celebrating. Watch the Hallmark movies. Don't let anyone take your joy from you. Because joy's everywhere. For several reasons. The real joy has been brought to us, not the other quote unquote joy. So have a great day, everyone. Have a great day and be certain to spread holiday cheer, live, laugh, love, and of course, have a merry, merry Christmas. Good night.